In a rare solo news conference tonight, President Biden sought to ease concerns about his fitness to lead the country. The president misspoke, stumbled at times, but even some critics acknowledged it was a stronger performance as the president tries to hang on to the Democratic support. Fox 4's Blake Hansen in studio with more on the president's remarks. Blake.
Yeah, Heather, the president has faced criticism for not talking with reporters more. This is his first formal news conference since November. The news conference was delayed by nearly an hour, but after some brief remarks on teleprompter, the president fielded reporters' questions for about 50 minutes. In his first formal news conference, as last month's debate thrust his age further into the spotlight, President Biden got off to a slow start, mistaking his VP for his opponent.
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there. Good afternoon, everyone.
Earlier in the day, President Biden had also mistakenly referred to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as Russian President Vladimir Putin before catching himself. Many of the questions Thursday night were geared at President Biden's fitness to run, but the event, set at the just concluded 75th anniversary NATO summit, allowed the president to answer foreign policy questions where he appeared more comfortable.
The one thing I said to the Israelis, and I met with the War Cabinet and with Bibi, don't make the same mistake America made after bin Laden. There's no need to occupy anywhere. Go after the people who did the job.
The president also tried to downplay reports he's scaling back his schedule to get more rest.
It'd be smarter for me to pace myself a little more. And I said, for example, the 8, 7, 6 stuff, instead of starting a fundraiser at 9 o'clock, start at 8 o'clock. People get to go home by 10 o'clock. That's what I'm talking about.
It's still unclear whether the president's performance will be enough to quell the rising number of Democratic lawmakers who want him to step aside. The Democratic National Convention is a little more than a month away. With his running mate, the most likely replacement, the president did not shy away from applauding Vice President Kamala Harris's work.
I wouldn't have picked her unless I thought she was qualified to be president. From the very beginning, I made no bones about that. She is qualified to be president. That's why I picked her.
And despite the performance, more Democrats have called for the president to step aside. It includes a notable one, the top Democrat on the House Intel Committee, Jim Himes. That makes at least 16 Democratic congressional lawmakers who want the president to step aside. Heather?
All right, Blake Hansen, thank you.